G'day, guys. How you doing? I hope everyone is super well. Well. It is Monday, the 23rd of June, and we do know what that means, don't we? And if you don't, then you will. And if you will, then you won't. And if you do, then you don't. If you shan't, then you shan't. That's not a word. I hope everyone's super well. I'm using the MacBook camera tonight. I accidentally forgot to switch on the webcam, and then I saw that there were 11 people in here, and I didn't want to be messing around with anyone's evening by rebooting. So I can see the quality took a little bit of a dump, but overall it's not too bad. I hope that everyone is super duper well. What's been going on? I've got to try to move stuff around. I have been listing like a legend, like a legendary lister. I have done, let's just have a bit of a bo peep. I've done 54 drafts. I've got to do the photography, but I took a tub down from the above in the offsite today, and I said I am going to do the whole tub, and I did. 54 drafts have been done. Photography had to come after this stream. I wish the desk was longer that I could actually just do the photos at the same time. That'd work. Hey guys, Tori here, your Uncle Flip. Okay, so let's get. I just pointed at the wrong camera. So, guys. Hi guys, Tori here. How you doing? Your uncle. I wanted to put this out here. All right. Firstly, if you're new and you just found me somehow, I don't know how. Well, I'm Tori Favreau. My username on here is the Geelong-Flipper, and it's also my eBay store. I am 52 years old, and I've penned 11 books there on Amazon. I hope that you guys are having fun and that you've had a great day. If you're into reselling or even just interested in buying stuff or figuring out how people find treasure, then this is the right channel for you. I am a work in progress. I'm trying to learn as much as I can about reselling. I do earn my full-time income from it, but I know I can always do better. And that's why I love sharing my thoughts and feelings with you guys in the audience. I've got to stop looking at that camera because you don't work. Okay, that's better. Look at the green light. Yeah. So we're all learning together, and that's what we're doing. But tomorrow marks a new day. And for our friends overseas, I'm in Australia. Tomorrow, the new promoter listings rules come into effect, and we're going to have a little bit of a chat about that. You guys can say what you think what you mean, whatever. You know, I'm keen to know your thoughts about how you're going to deal with tomorrow. And look, today I did a lot of reading. I've been watching things and other bits and pieces. I'm not overly concerned by it. I'm truly not. It's not the disaster that, look, it's a money grab, yes, but it is not the disaster that I think a lot of people think it might be. So let's open the floor up. First off, I'm going to get into the chat, and I'm just going to say g'day to people who've bothered to be here now. So first things first, I want to give a super big cuddle to Michelle P. All right, Mish, big squeezes. All right. So put him a pud. Black Eyed Joe. Hey, Rhiannon, how you doing, mate? Kate, what's going on? Rick, what's going on, man? Glad to have you here. Kaz in the house. Thrifted, g'day. Yes, I know. It's on its way. All right, Clint, what's going on? Christian, g'day. Sunny. Sunny's in the house. Always makes me happy. All right. Susan, hello. How are you? All right. Mark, how you doing, brother? Hope that you're super well. Tom, g'day, mate. Chronic, what's up? Wheezy, g'day. Thank you for joining us from the United Kingdom. Good on you, buddy. All right. Well, as we almost speak the same language, you'll probably understand us better than some people in other parts of the world. So that's all right. Thank you so very much for joining us, mate. I do appreciate when we get our international people as well as our beautiful Aussie crowd. Kimbo is here. Awesome sauce. M's here. I am glad that you're in the house. Fairy Cakes says howdy. Alley Cat, how are you? I hope that you're well. Alley Cat, I actually, and I'm so sorry because I realized it was Joey afterwards, but I kept on the new video, not this one, but the one you'll see me doing a pick pack. I actually picked up a pair of sneakers that may be, because I think he's a size 14. So that was from memory. Is he a 14? Anyhow, I found size 14 James Harden Stormtrooper Adidas sneakers. They are expensive, but straight away I thought of you guys. All right. Octo's here. Hadzy's in the house. Hadsy in the house. Octo, super glad that you are here, mate. Hope that you are well. So, guys, I'm not too perturbed. I'm not too perturbed by tomorrow, and I don't believe that you should be either. Yes, you're going to end up paying a lot more in the way of promoted listing fees. It's just the way it is, the way the language is set up. It is essentially just a really craptacular thing that they're doing, and they will get away with it. But at the same time, for me personally, I am not going to stop doing things the way that I'm doing them, and I am not going to the pay-per-click model. I think as a YouTuber, albeit a very small channel, I think that it would open us up to rack and ruin, because I like the fact that you guys go and have a look at some of my stuff, or you go in the store and you click around. If I went to pay-per-click, I'd be buggered. Absolutely buggered. So no, I'm not doing that. Okay. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that, Octo, and that's why I'm not changing what I'm doing. I think, I'm changing other elements of my business, and that's what I think we're going to need to throw the floor open to find out what you guys are going to be doing. But in terms of promoted listings, I'm pro promoted listings. I will continue to be that way. I look, despite the fact I'm not the world's most successful bloody eBayer, I do manage to make a full-time income, a small one, but I do. And it's using promoted listings. It's working for me, and I think it'll continue to do so. But I do need to source better. As you see today, guys, like I said, I did 54 drafts, but most of it is low-hanging fruit. It's still not good books. Actually, I did find one book that I'm listing for $300 in my death pile. I'm stoked on it. I saw one for 500, though. They may just be the seller mucking around and ending it. I don't really know. But I am going to still continue to promote my listings. That's my own personal choice. I respect if you don't do it, and I respect if you don't promote as heavily as I do. Alrighty, let's have a look here. Okay. Do I find a lot of my sales are from promoted listings? 100% chronic? Yes. Or how can you tell? You've got to trust that they're actually, you've got to trust that they're not BSing you. And in a nutshell, like, this is my understanding. All right. In a nutshell, guys, with the way it's going to be working tomorrow, let's just get down to nuts and bolts. My understanding of it as a not eBay employee. The way it's going to work tomorrow is, if your stuff is promoted and one of you guys, I'll say Octo's looking up some stuff on my store, and it comes up or looks up for a thing, and my promoted item comes up, and he has a look, clicks in, but doesn't buy, leaves, then within a 30-day period, as long as my item is still promoted, and say Marco G jumps in and buys it, the promoted listing fee has been triggered by Octo. As long as I'm still promoting within a 30-day period of that initial click in, I cop the promoted listing fee. Now, this is where also I did some checking today. Some people were thinking it was going to go across a whole campaign. It's not. It happens on the singular item. That's my understanding of what I was reading today in the afternoon, just to make sure I was brushing up a little bit. If I'm wrong, I am wrong, and it won't be the first or last time, but that is my understanding of it. Okay. Let's have a look here. Hadsy, I don't know, mate. I don't know if I'd necessarily recommend that one, but I do think that just be aware that it's there. I can't tell any of you, and I would never dare to tell any of you how to run your own personal small business or larger business. Mine's a small business. I would never dare to do that. All I've ever done since I started this channel is tell you what has worked for me and what has not worked. And, I make a moderate income from doing it. So, but there's weeks I have scary weeks too, but you guys see all that. If you're new to watching me, please do consider subscribing. We are on our way to 2,300 people. And if I get little bits and pieces going on here, then I shake that apple. Now, I don't know if Josh has just said I have frozen again. And if that is the case, then that will really suck. But no one's talking. Okay. Well, guys, have a great night. Yes. Okay. So it was a joke. That's funny. That's really funny. Maybe you need to be in timeout. All it does, mate, is disrupts my flow and sort of F's it up a little bit. So funny, not funny, pain in the ass. Okay. So yeah, I don't even know what I was saying now. So let's go to the next topic. Oh yeah, the next topic was that I was frozen. So okay. Like I said, you know what you know what it's like, Josh. You know better than anyone. Once we get our flow broken, it's like when you go to the pub and your flow's broken, you have to keep going. All right, we were shaking apples, but yeah, look, heading for 2,300 people. I would love to hit it soon, and I do appreciate all the support that's been given. But yeah, if you're new, you'll see me lose the plot like then. I'll lose track of what I'm saying. I'll come back to it. I've got a bit of that old neuro spice going on that makes us who we are, and I think that's why it makes eBay selling such a good place for us to be in. Let's have a look here. Linda's here. Yes, Ali, once you break the seal, it is game over. Okay. But yeah, with the promoted listing changes, I'm not bothered and I'm not going to change things. Am I going to change how I conduct my business next year on the eBay front? I really want to. I really want to improve what I do with my books and marketing them. I need help with that, but I've already got a couple of people saying that they're going to be doing that. Thomas, I've got 4 books on the go at the moment that I'm working on. I haven't been doing it as much as I would like, but just little bits and pieces going on sometimes that break the creativity cycle, unfortunately. So I haven't really smashed anything down for about a week or so. Okay, so yes, I know I'm time poor, and screaming at me just makes me not want to do it. But I will, but I need to, but I do need help. I need help. It's just me. My full-time job is sorting stuff out on eBay and packing stuff, and then I try to write as well, and it's just like something has to give, and I don't want it to be the writing. Maybe I should actually find someone and pay them to market once I sell 1 million books and can afford it. I've got the follow-up to Tin Man underway. It has been for some time. I've got the sequel to Pinata done. I've got one called The Vampire Orphans from Planet Blood. It's like a bit of a kitschy little vampire tale based on Superman. I've got one called The Hand. I'm writing that at the moment. It's a deranged short story. But yeah, the main focus is going to be on the sequel to Pinata. It's called Hunters. And if you haven't read Pinata yet, it is free on Kindle Unlimited. Subliminal marketing. Is that where I think I'm doing it? Having a friendly post office is very helpful. My post office is amazing. They're exceedingly helpful. I'm very glad that they are actually there. They've done so much for us. Like they gave us a packing table because I had one out the back that they didn't need. So when you see me packing stuff in the offside, it's actually the Cheryl table because Cheryl gave it to me. Okay, so the sequel to Mark, you didn't have to, but you get the apple. Thank you, brother. You didn't have to. I keep looking to where the camera normally is. Just so as you know, mate, it's my pleasure and privilege to be doing this, and it is. That's why I hop on nearly every night just to check in on everyone. I know there's people who are lonely, people that are doing it tough, and yeah, I'm here for you. So let's have a look here. Yeah, the next book after Tin Man, it's about 80 pages in. It's called Lion. It's written from the first person perspective of a special forces sniper who is in Emerald City. And I will not, you don't have to read all the Emerald City books to get, they're all self contained, but there will be 7 of them eventually. It's just really hard. It's probably one of my preferred series to write, but it is my least financially successful one that I've done, which is kind of crazy because the book's incredible. Okay. Look, I do everything you wrote there was fine, Mark. Don't worry about it. Now, okay, I missed something, did I? Oh my god. Flutter, that's crazy. Flutter's post office is so busy, the line is all the way out the door and around the corner. That can happen. That's why I am grateful I've got the LPO near me. It's about 4 minutes drive. You guys see it because I drive you to the post office. So yeah, you'll see it's about 4 or 5 minutes drive. And literally all we do, because I do the My Business post, is because they know me and Ali, I'm sure there's other resellers that go there. They give us these huge IKEA bags to bring our orders in, and they buzz the door to let us through into their area, and we just leave the bag. See ya. So we're allowed to bypass the line because all they've got to do afterwards is scan all of our post in. It's an absolute godsend and a blessing, and I'm grateful they trust us to go into that area because, yeah, we're as our business increases, we are starting to we're starting to send more stuff. All right, let's have a look here. Write a book about a PO'd postman called Postmort and sell it from the post office. Sour grapes at your post office. Yeah, you can ask for them to drop. Oh, okay, that's awesome, Flutter. That's good. Sorry, luckily for you, and that's good because you'd be dropping off heaps of stuff, heaps and heaps. So, as this time is coming upon us, we've got 30 days. We've got 7 days left, and then it's the new year, or new financial year. So happy new year, everyone. But look, I think it's going to be an exciting time. As I said last night, my thing is to try to figure out how to treat my business more like a business. I feel like I'm winging it a lot. Well, not winging it as such. I'm finding decent stuff to sell. Now I am, but it's more the winging it with the admin and stuff like that. I'm just like, oh, I'll just keep all my receipts in my back pocket of my jeans. I don't think that's a proper filing system. A serial killer postman. I actually wrote one about an ice cream truck guy, not like Dexter. It was one of my little death books. It's called The Good Humor Man. It's on Amazon. It's an illustrated book. It's about an ice cream truck driver who basically poisons everyone and sets up the old lady on the hill by leaving keepsakes around her house. Yeah, I know, fairy cakes. Brizzy, how are you? Hope that you're well. All right. Let's have a look here, Linda. One of those things, I believe that collection service is not free. It may be if you're selling volume, but for someone like me, I cannot remember for sure. If anyone can correct me or tell, I do believe that service is a paid for pickup. If you're doing large volume, though, how much is your time worth? It's probably worth whatever it costs to pick it up. Would that come in handy? I don't. They're only like 4 minutes away from me. Now, I did see. Okay, it's around $8. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, for me at the moment, I'd rather just take it around to Cheryl. It lets me say g'day and connect with people, which is important. That is a few cheese toasties. I'm going to tell you right now, fairy cakes. Now, I did see Hadsy asked something, but then the chat went fast. Hadsy, oh, hey, Flip, any chance of a future episode on experiences, advice upgrading to a store? It's on your mind for July the 1st. In my personal experience and in my personal opinion, if you are wanting to make money, like be able to treat your eBay stuff as a proper business, you'd be nuts to not spend the $25 a month. As long as you're making income and the $25 isn't hurting you, you can turn that $25 store subscription into a way of generating more income. You get access to so many things, mate. You get access to their Terapeak research as well, which can tell you what's trending, what you should be looking for, price comparisons, popular brands. It gives you a level of research access if you're that way inclined that you just don't get just having an eBay page. So yes, I think it's worth it. It lets you configure a store, set it up, make it look pretty. That's why we're doing these revisions. Guys, we are doing store reviews, revisions, help. The family does it all together. So if you are interested in that, email me at geelong-flipper@gmail.com. Make sure that when you do, we've got 3 stores lined up now. So we're going to do 1 to 2 a week, but we do have stores lined up now that we're going to critique. Know that it's done with love, care, and respect. We don't make fun of anyone's shop. And if we do, the moderators will get very feisty with those spanners they carry. But we do that. It's been really helpful. People who have had their store reviewed have already given me feedback that it's been helpful, and little changes have enabled them to better their eBay game. So email me, geelongflipper@gmail.com, your eBay store name, your YouTube username, and your real name, and just tell me what details I can't say out loud when we do the live stream. But I want those things that we're not screwing people over. And, there's always someone who isn't part of the community that will email me and probably try to dob in someone else's store. Whereas if I have those basic details, I can sort of just check things out and make sure we're doing the right thing by people, because all we want is to build each other up and not tear anyone down. Okay, let's have a look back at the chat. The reduction in fuel to get to the post office if you don't live close, I absolutely agree with that, Linda. I do think that's good. Michelle saying post office pickup is about $14. The cost with reduction in fees might be worthwhile. Look, I think for that one, I do think for that one, it is just a matter of how much you want to configure your store and how much control you want to have. Having the store subscription gives you that control. And I would be hoping that most of us are thrifting, sensibly enough that you're making enough to pay for that once the sales start coming in. Don't just jump straight into the shop if you've got hardly any products. But yeah, I do recommend it. I think it's been a little bit of a game changer for me. And, once I learn how more of the features work, and stay on top of it, I do believe I'll be able to do even better again. It won't last because I think, wait a second. I hit 21K today. Now, I ran in and told Ali, and I only really, she was like, I said, have I done that before? And she's like, yeah, you have. And I was like, oh my God, I thought I'd done that before. I thought I hadn't made it before. So let's have a quick look here. I'll see if I can show you. Oh my God. So I had to do a return, right? Did I screenshot it? I don't know if I did. I was $21,004, but I took a hit and now I'm back down there. I sold a book. I did on camera, all the sales almost go through on camera now. And basically, one of the pages in the very back of the book was ripped. And the guy's annoyed at me, and I get that. And I'm like, I'm so terribly sorry. Look, I accept returns. I'll give you a full refund. Everything will be fine there. And yeah, that will be the sorry, I was reading the chat. Oh God. But yeah, I felt terrible because because I had I'd sold the book and it was $39. but the very last page was ripped, and I said, "I'm so sorry, send it back, I'll give you a full refund." Then I thought, "Oh, don't worry about it, just keep it, I'll give you a full refund anyhow," because he sent me a photo, and he's like, I said, "I'm so sorry for wasting your time." And he's like, "Well, not only did you waste my time, I gave away my copy of the book because your description and your shop feedback sounded so good." And then I felt even worse, but then I thought in the back of my head, I get it, I screwed up, but how the heck am I expected to finger through every page of every book I sell? You can't. But it was a nice guilt trip, and that was the end of our conversation. I'm hoping I don't get a negative because I did everything right and I refunded immediately and I apologized because I was sorry. But I felt a bit crappy that I got given a guilt trip. I didn't tell him to give away the book. Had to shake the bell to myself. The link to becoming a channel member. Oh, God. I don't even know. New Joy generally does it for me. I don't think New Joy's here. Basically, if you go onto the if you do go onto the front page of the store, I'm thinking of my eBay shop now. If you go to the YouTube channel to the front, there is an option, I think, to join. Oh, wait a second. I might be able to. It's actually in the description for this. In the description for this episode or of the live stream, there is a link there for you to become a channel member if you choose to. And if you do, I shake the apple. Oh, okay. There is a membership tab as well. See, I can't see all of that stuff, Clint. Let's have a look here. Oh, Winger, no. I thought I did answer that the other night, but yeah, Octo straight up is no, you don't. There's no dinging on that. That's why it's like, I always say to you guys, if you want a little bit of a cheeky deal, you can always find stuff on my store and just hit me up on Insta. That's fine. Because at the end of the day, it is my small business. It's not, eBay is my preferred marketplace for people I don't know. But for viewers and stuff like that, it's just like, no, just hit me up. You've just got to be comfortable. You've just got to be comfortable to deal, pay me privately. But no, it would be the same thing. I take that listing down off eBay and I sell it privately. What I do with my stock is my business. Wolf, I get it. It's just like crazy. Kata, how you doing? And Janelle, how are you, mate? I'm glad that you're here. So yeah, that was it did. It gave me a bit of a crappy feeling because like I had a person who bought a book for $150 that was missing, I think, 4 pages in the middle. And she still wrote to me to tell me how much she liked the book. She wanted to keep it. She was just kind of low key spewing that she didn't know what happened in those few pages. It was an Elvis biography. That's right, Flutter. I do have PayPal. PayPal is listed at the end of all my videos. So yeah, my PayPal is just my email address. And yeah, oh sorry, yes, sorry. Winger, what Mel just said. Sorry, mate. I get what you're saying. Paul, how you doing, mate? I'm glad that you're here. You're not too late. We're only 28 minutes in, so that's fine. And we're basically just general chat and talking about promoteds and what happens if you, if you do basically pull stuff from eBay to sell it privately. There's no retribution or comeback there. Winger, don't do a sad face on PayPal fees as long as your buyer trusts you. As long as your buyer trusts you, just get them to send it friends and family. There's no fees. You'll pay a fee if you want to get the money immediately. Like I generally cash out immediately. It costs, anywhere from a few cents to a couple of bucks to get it straight away. But if you want the money, it's worth it. And I'd rather it in my account than theirs. Yeah, look, not everyone's going to send it to you as friends and family purely because they don't know you and they're not covered by PayPal. That's one of the things, I guess, where I do have that slight benefit is that I pack my orders on camera. There's only a few people, like when I sold records to Putty McPud, Putty's used to dealing with me, so I don't need to necessarily be packing on camera. Same as when Shorts buys records off me, I pack them up here. And yeah, so the private sales like that to people I know and regulars, then I don't bother so much. But yeah, you may get some pushback because they don't have PayPal protection if they send it as friends and family. PayPal for eBay, 100% we did that. The PayPal fees weren't too bad. My day today wasn't too bad, Beck. Thank you. Did you get your tracking number? I believe you should have. It's I sent it today, so that's exciting stuff. Let's have a look here. Only human. Fees are reasonable. Make sure you don't send anything via Pay ID. For a number of reasons, I agree with that, but the main one is they get your phone number. Oh, wait. Or if you receive it, you've got to give your number. Yes. And let's have a look here. I'm not sure of Clint's comments. I'm sorry, I'm a bit lost there. PayPal's fees too bad? No. Awesome, no problems at all. Pay ID can be done by email. I didn't know that. That's pretty neat. See, that's something I wouldn't care too much about because that my email address is public for Geelong-Flipper. It needs to be, so that's fine. I could utilize that as well. So, guys, these are all really good suggestions on how you can do offline sales to take advantage of the here and now. Like, you may literally be telling someone in the street that you're a reseller and that that you have got an item that they want and they don't want to buy it off eBay, but they're happy to give you some money. There's always different means and ways. Tonight, little savoury snack is if you've been to Aldi, they've got peanut butter chocolate. It's not as good as Whitman's or Whittaker's or whatever it's called, but it is very yummy. Now, interestingly enough, too, Mish was saying earlier that she's pulled back on promoters and she's getting external views. You're right. I've got no idea how that works or how that happens if you're not paying the machine. But hey, take advantage of it. That's for sure. Sonny, no, I'm not. And I know, well, you've seen the offsite, mate. No, I won't be doing that. I can't do it, but I am going to start stock taking the listed tubs because sometimes your listings fall off and I am not prepared enough to see when that happens. Guys, I don't know if you are watching via the television or if you're watching via a mobile device, but we've got nearly 70 people in the room with 31 thumbs up. Giving a thumbs up is a nice and free way of just supporting the channel, as is subscription. It just tells the algorithm that the YouTube algorithm, that you're enjoying the content and gives me the opportunity to be seen by some new people who may be needing or benefiting from these sorts of conversations. The mango white chocolate, yes, I did try that. It was really good. Okay, someone just took pity on me. I just got an $8.50 sale, an $8.50 sale of a James Patterson book. Hey, at the moment, I want to get back up to that. I do want to get up to that 21 grand because I just lost it before. Come on, you good thing. Come on, give me the chimes. Alrighty. I'm waiting for the cash register. I'm like, please, cash register. It's not a silly question, Paul. It's just, yeah, you've got to close down the chat, which you may not want to may not want to do. Ah, okay. Michelle, I like the sound of that. And I think that someone mentioned the other day too, is if you guys were ever interested, I don't know how it would go to, because let's let's be brutally honest. Most of us would be doing Whatnot or any other stuff like that for the stuff that we don't want to put on eBay. Let's face it. Um, those quick sort of fire sales, those quick sort of fire sale things, I could do them on here. And I was even thinking of, like, I don't know if it'll work for me, Mish. I want to do it. I think I'm going to have to bite the bullet and do some Whatnot stuff. I just want to clear through some of the stuff that's in the upper shelves, even if I get a few bucks for it. I was speaking to Jada from Diary of a Flipper when we did our op shopping together, and he explained the way that he sets it up Whatnot, and his way made sense to me. So I might adopt his approach. And I also saw that I found it really helpful. Another reseller, Uncle Wayno, has got a YouTube channel, and I watched that today where he sort of explained that he'd done a Whatnot stream and that he enjoyed it. I found it helpful and a little bit encouraging. I don't know if ultimately I will do it, but the way he said it and the way that Jada told me about it, it seemed like it is something that is maybe not as intimidating as what I thought. You guys are funny. People buy on YouTube and get invoiced through PayPal. I hear that. What I was thinking though, Mish, was if I learn what level you guys can do super thanks at, basically, as long as it doesn't go beyond a certain point, you can literally pay during the stream and pay via super thanks, and I'll just write down the details. I don't know. I don't know if people would like it or not, though. Octo remembers from the back seat. Good on you, Paul. I'm glad, mate. Flutter, that might be that. I'm going to get it wrong. Is it? It's Octo. It's what you use. It's Stream Deck. I don't know. Stream Deck, maybe. YouTube takes too much from super chats. I don't know enough about it. I don't know. StreamYard, thank you, mate. Big L from Ireland. I don't know who that is. Someone who, but I'm guessing I'll have a look. There isn't a book with a grandmother in any of my books, mate. I'm sorry. You might have me mixed. I'm not being smart. You may have mixed me up with someone. My mother is, well, she is a grandmother, or she was. She's not alive anymore. But I guess she still is, but she's just in heaven, you know. But she was a character in my book Pinata, but not a main character. The name of the book was called The Good Humored Man. Sorry. Thank you, Octo. I'll just put it on into the chat for you. It's easier for you to find all of my books by typing my name into Amazon. Some of my titles, because they've got bizarre names, they don't show up immediately. And pinata is a very common thing in the American marketplace. So you will just end up with a whole heap of paper mache toys to bash and have lollies fall out. Whereas in my version, the pinatas, well, they're not made out of paper. And there's nothing yummy inside of them. Flutterby, yeah, I do know. I've got the two profiles there. I have contacted Amazon about why it's been split, and apparently someone in tech support is trying to merge the two profiles. So One of them says Tori Adam Favreau. The other one just says Tori Favreau. Adam is my middle name. Oh, Timmy, yes, it's Pinata is extreme horror. Everything horrible that you can think of that would upset you. Some people thought it was the most extreme book written last year. I don't know about that, but I am proud of it, even though it is graphic. I am proud of it. I wrote it at a very bad time, and I'm proud of the end result. The sequel is not as deranged. If any of you have read Pinata, the sequel is not as deranged because it's not through the protagonist's eyes. So it's not with the madness. It's kind of explaining how they became mad, and it takes place during the main character's childhood. So it is it's a different sort of book. It's still horrible, like horrible, but not written with the insanity of that first book. Hannibal Lecter might disagree with you, mate. I don't know that Hannibal would want to eat what was put inside the pinata. If you recall, I think you've read Pinata, but what was smeared inside the pinata. So yeah, it's challenging. Janelle said that book was disturbing on so many levels. You can't eat jam or tacos. I don't blame you. Fancy a burrito? Oh, yeah. I forgot, Clint. You just got your copy. It doesn't take long. It takes about an hour and a half, I think. You got The Final Days by Alex Chance for 50 cents. Well, I know that one day one of my books will end up in an op shop. I'm sure of it, but hopefully not for some time. Winger, yes. I do like Salt of the Earth. I have heard of Shackets before. Absolutely. Let me know how you go over the longer period. I bought some Salt of the Earth a while ago. It did not sell well. I still made money. It was still profitable, but I think it was just for a Salt of the Earth flano. It was a beautiful color too, and the material was really good. I bought it for $4, and I think I flicked it out for 25, based on comps. Yeah, I do. I do get that, Mark. You got to find time. It's at the moment. I am reading through. I can't see where it is. It's to learn more, but I'm literally reading a book about YouTube at the moment, about how it started and all these other bits and pieces. So I'm reading that for a little bit of education on how I can make more interesting content, things I can do a bit differently. Even little things like I know that my thumbnails aren't very good, so I want to learn how to do some of that stuff. But that's a bit of a slog because it's interesting, but it's reading for education. I cannot believe after this I've got to photograph 54 items, but I think those 54 items are going to see me through to they'll buy me through tomorrow or today and tomorrow, I think. Always learning is key for sure. Yeah, time poor. A lot of stuff going on. Linda said the YKK is back from overseas. Anyone want to sell some ladies' jeans? Linda, I'm going to sound stupid. What is that? I don't know. Does Kindle have a functionality for reading? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Joey, you're right. Akadaka, if you've got Akadaka stuff, make sure you're throwing it up on your store. Yeah, that's what I thought when I first saw that Octo, but I don't know if it is the case. I'll see if I can quickly find something here because my listed items are here. But Linda, this is probably all for everyone, but this is the book that I did find, even though it's a bit beaten up. Yeah, for some reason it goes really hard. Averages, there's been some higher level ones that have gone, but on average, this goes for about $80, and even in beat up condition. So that's just a quick little find that I did find. And something else that really surprised me, I had some golden books down the bottom of this tub, and some of those were worth like 20 odd bucks. That was good. Okay. See, Octo, that's one of those weird things, dude. It's like books make up, what was it, about 25, 26% of all my sales. So I guess for me, the books are more the heavy hitters. So, and it's funny, I've got lawn bowls in in my listings, even though they're well priced, they never sell. I can't sell lawn bowls to save my life. The death pole does produce the bangers again. Yes, absolutely. You're right. So I'm glad I took the challenge. Down here is tub number 8. So that's the 54 items today, Mel. I took it down. I think I even mentioned you on the vid, but it was just like, yep, I'm glad I took that challenge. Today I'm going to do every single item in that tub. So 54 drafts are here and waiting. And, well, actually, here we go. This will be a little behind the scenes for you. Let's see. Manage. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So, just so as you can see, 54 drafts done today. I've got most of the information is all filled out. I've got to put tub information in here. But, yeah, some of them are like that little red hen. It's a mini book, yet it comps out at about $32. There's a Barney book there. It goes for 20. But yeah, like don't sleep on the little golden books. They're not worth anything in op shops. But if someone has the right thing that they want there, absolutely. Brizzy went to 2 op shops today, spent a whole $1 in one store and $3 in the other. Octo, I don't know, mate. I don't sorry, if you ever want to help with that book, I do seem to go okay. I do seem to go okay with the books. And I do seem to be able to sell expensive books. I didn't check from outside of eBay. No, I just look on eBay. I don't look at books because I've found really conflicting information there. Kate says if you put an ad in your local bowls club, good point. I hadn't thought of that. I've only got 3 sets, mate. It's just kind of annoying. I got them for like, what was it, $10 a set? And even when I've lowered them down to $60, they haven't sold. But yeah, I was talking to Ali about that, and she said, well, maybe they're a weird size. I don't know enough about lawn bowls. It doesn't, Octo, it doesn't matter. I think I remember when you were showing that book. I think you did that on an episode. Let's have a look here. Now, Hadzi, what's the thought on the occasional auction? To be honest with you, Hadzi, I've got no idea. I've got no idea about the auctions. I don't do them. There's probably some items that I should, like for example, that I don't know if you guys have seen in my store. I've got that massive My Little Pony plush. I'd like that to go. I have got it listed at what it comped for, but I'm not getting bites. All I'm getting is a lot of watches, and I think it is through subscribers, just curiosity, looking to see what the heck is going on. So yeah, that long ships, I am going to start it at $2.99 and just see what happens. But yeah, so this book as well, Amelia Volume 2. So that book is from 1930, and I'm going to sell it, or try to sell it for $98. But yeah, so these are just the stock photos that eBay's chucking in. That's a Tommy Tippy pump that I found. Or I bought. I didn't find it in the street. Yeah, so that's the stuff that I've got to photograph after the live stream. I don't mind doing the photos. That part's okay. Tim, I agree with that. I don't do it. I'm not confident with that sort of thing. So I tend to leave it. Zeke, trust me, as someone who's been an eBay seller for 27 years, thank me for my service. That's what they always say when you contact them. I used to do auctions way back in the day, because you're right, that's all you could do. I prefer to buy it now, have a price. That's what I want for it. If you want it, you can buy it. But I really want other people to be buying. That's all right. Sharon, we were talking about you before. I had an offer declined. I've got I'll show you. So that's one of my Hot Wheels. It's an F1, and I comped it out. It was at $25. Someone offered me 15. I offered 20, I think. They said no. Don't they understand? They don't understand, I don't think. I'm so close to getting back there after doing my refund. It's just the way it's gonna be, little darling. Yeah, that's some good advice there. Clean them, photograph them directly above both sides. The numbers on them are important. I am pretty sure. Oh wait, I don't know what you're talking about now. I thought you're still talking about the lawn bowls expire. I did not know that. Wow. I just thought you bought them and chucked them. Alrighty. Auctions were great in the early days, low supply and high demand. Look, I think I've said this before. The most embarrassing thing that I have, well, not funny thing, maybe, that I have sold on eBay, it was for $10, I think it was, back in the year 2000. It was the Sydney Olympics, and Americans tried to get their hands on as much Australia stuff as possible, to the point people, myself included, would literally sell the used French fry containers because they had Sydney 2000 on them, and they'd go for $10 plus postage. Yeah, like I'd set a reserve for $10 and they would sell. I'm going to have to look into that more. I did not know that about the lawn balls being registered. Is it registered for owner? Like, I'm going to have to look that up. I don't know anything about it. I really appreciate that. That's a learning lesson. The date stamp. I'm going to have to check my listing. Wait a second. Let's do this, because I know my listings aren't terrible for them. We'll find it. We'll poke fun at my listings. Okay. I'll just get one of the listings up. Oh wow, maybe I didn't take good photos. I didn't have those ones. I need a smack. All right, let's go to another one, see if I've got better photos. The first one just then is absolutely rubbish. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, so I did not know that. That's good information to have. So yeah, they're like the basic shot I took of them. So I mean, it's got Henselite written on it. You know, that's one of the more popular brands. So that was that photo. Henselite again. Okay, hang on, hang on. That's the information that's on the other side. Janelle, I love that. Oh, look, Winger, chances are I do, mate. I've got 5,000 Hot Wheels cars. I got no idea. I'd need to look it up. But yeah, so, okay. Suddenly old, yeah, maybe I need to put them on Marketplace as well. I'm not sure. But they even came in this cute case, this old-timey case. Old-timey. I couldn't clean that. That was after scrubbing it. So those marks are there to stay. But yeah, that was scrubbing it, using cleaner on it. I didn't have any luck at all. The photos are shocking, but that is the condition the customer would get it in because I couldn't do it any better. Um, my only fear would be as long as you're going straight there and it's not a promoted listing. Actually, I don't care. Jump on it all you want. If it's promoted and it sells, that's fine. Oh, yeah. Linda's like, no, you'll send us offers. And I would because I'd want you to buy them. Anyhow, so that's one of my listings. I didn't know about registration for them. That's a very interesting point that you've made there, guys. We do have 2.5 minutes left on stream. So yeah, if you do want to, just in case you're new, if you do want to promote your eBay store, please do so. These chats get saved. People who watch it later can see the names of your eBay stores. So please take advantage of that. I want you guys to all prosper. And if that means by doing a little ad for yourself at the end of this, it's my absolute pleasure. So go right ahead. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look here. We're going to finish this off looking at this sort of stuff. This is just the AI. So, no, you don't have to register them, but they do have to meet certain requirements as having a World Bowl stamp. They need to be retested and restamped every 10 years. Interesting. That's fascinating. I had no idea. Absolutely no idea. So that's good information. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Maybe that's why they're not selling. They don't meet whatever criteria is there. I've got no idea. I'm not sure what you're saying there, Brizzy. Have earned, have Help me. Help me. Okay, that's cool. Yes, it most certainly is, Tim. Yes, it is. All right, guys, this has actually been informative, and I've appreciated your time. I'll let the stream go for 30 more seconds for people to quickly promote. Certainly, I've learnt something, and I'm glad that you guys have too. Don't forget, tomorrow the new promoted stuff does take effect. I'll have a video out for channel members tonight, and everyone else it'll be out at 6 a.m. tomorrow. If you are inclined to become a channel member, please do so. It helps me out no end. I shake the apple for it, and it's like $1.49 for the entry level. Pretty much, there's not much difference other than if you're in the grand flip, you get an ebook. Every time I write a book, you'll get a copy of it electronically. All right, guys, I think that wraps up a really nice little stream. Thank you for your participation, and I do mean that. And thank you for all this information about the lawn bowls. That's opened my eyes up, and I can't wait to see you guys. Well, I won't. Oh, sorry. If you only watch the live stream, I will not be on tomorrow night. I'm going to the movies with my oldest friend to see. It's funny, I've known him for 50 years to see 28 years later. So I'm going to be at the movies tomorrow, and but you'll be getting video content throughout the day. So you won't be able to avoid me even if you want to. And trust me, sometimes I want to avoid myself. Have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. Rural Squirrel from Colorado, we're just at the end, mate. Thank you for being here. Make sure you're subbing that we can share our Aussie perspective on this fun thing that we like to call reselling. And I will see you guys, as I say, on the next video. And you guys take care, all right? And thank you, and gracias, and dankeschön. Yes.